Hey guys, what's up? Dimebot here, and man, it has been too long since we've done this. I've just been busy. There's not been a lot of games out that I really wanted to do this series on, but here we have one that looks pretty damn interesting, and I can tell you is pretty damn fun. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is Wizard of Legend. Let's dive in. Pretty basic options menu: resolution, full screen, brightness, VSync, system cursor, volume sliders, camera shake, mini-map size, turn numbers on or off. Controllers, buttons, language, and then you've got reset safe data and key config and restore values, or restore defaults rather. So pretty simple game, although deceptively so. Let's jump in. So here we are. This game's got a lovely little retro art style, and the idea of this game is that we are in the Chaos Tournament, which is a wizarding tournament, and we're trying to become a legendary wizard. And as you can see, it's pretty much a brawler. It does have some roguelite elements, and we will jump in and talk about what those are. So you notice that I have multiple attacks here. If I look at the information, for example, my A is currently Air Burst, which lets me dash forward. If I enhance it, I can create shockwaves, and all of your decks are enhanceable. And yes, the spells are actually decks. Ice Seekers and Exploding Fireball. I don't have anything on left and right bumpers as of yet. So let's head up here. So, there's a little area where we can go shopping. I do not have much money right now. And also, these are actually characters. This is Mimi, the chest that keeps hold of our relics for us. See, I have a few of them right here. Not exactly sure what this one does. It just kind of lets us be in the tournament, I suppose. There's an interesting tutorial setup for this game that I quite like, because it has you running through like a exhibit in a museum that's talking about all this stuff that happened in the past, and then when you get to the final mystical item in the museum, bam, suddenly you get teleported into here. What is this? Bouncing Surge. I wish there was a way to preview these moves, but Searing Rush sounds fun. And if we talk to Tommy here, we can go ahead and change our dash. We just simply flip through them right here. Searing Rush. There we go. I actually don't like this move. I'm going to do Glacial Cross instead. This is how one sets up their deck, and you kind of want to make this as tailored to your playstyle as you can. Ooh, check that out. Now it does have a cooldown on the flames. So in this way you can get a lot of variety in your characters. And there's also these other vendors. You can buy clothing from them, and the game does talk about having some clothing that has different attributes to it, but I don't have enough gems to buy them right now. So let's jump into the meat of this game real quick. So this is kind of a roguelite brawler, because it does kind of change the order and the room layout every time. Reminds you a lot of Enter the Gungeon, but with magic, and to me that is a very good thing. So as you move through the dungeon, you will be attacked by enemies. You can get healing items. They're a little hard to come by. Speaking of, here's a vendor. Nox the Unfortunate. So these are relics that definitely are going to have negative consequences to them. Now here I can die like an idiot. There we go. So there's multiple different types of enemies. You do need to watch out for them. However, especially with the spike pit rooms, you can usually get rid of them pretty easily if you're aware of your environment. Combat is nice and responsive. Mixing up your own moves to create your own combos is a lot of fun. And one thing I will definitely say is, anytime I've died, I've definitely felt that it was my fault and not the game's. It was my own skill ceiling that was killing me, and not something unfair that was coming from the combat. Just take this guy down right here. And in typical fashion with these kind of games, knowing your enemies is going to be key. But you do gain rewards each time you go through. You're going to have more money than you had before. You're going to have gold, different currencies, maybe find some relics. And of course there are bosses. The handful that I've fought are quite tough. Absolutely no joke. If I did have maybe one complaint with the controls, it is that the dash move I find to be a little finicky sometimes. Now, I am playing this with an Xbox controller. I did try it with mouse and keyboard and really, really did not like it. So that is a personal preference right there. I'm sure you could get used to it. It is playable with mouse and keyboard. Alright, so here we have some portals. We can jump back to a shop, back to the center, or we can jump to the shop. Or we could summon a boss and probably die horribly. Now, I do have an ultimate that I'm probably not going to get to use here, because I'm just not doing that well. You can stun the bosses, and that's pretty much critical to actually killing them. Here's my ultimate. Got him, actually. And yes, that's as satisfying as it looked. So here we have a whole bunch of gems and gold. Let's see if we can buy anything from this guy. Absolutely no telling what they do. There we go. Cursed allows you a triple dash but lowers movement speed. So I'm slower, but I can dash 3 times now. So there's a big risk reward to that. And we see all our stats, how much damage I took, how much gold I spent, basic damage, spell damage. And we move forward in traditional style along the map towards the different bosses. And these big 3 are the ancient wizards of legend, and they are no joke. I've only gotten to them twice and got stomped both times. I could go for a health potion right now. So the music in this game is actually also really good. I'm gonna die. Yep, there we go. Excellent soundtrack. I recommend dropping the extra couple bucks to get the soundtrack on Steam if you want. Quite enjoy the graphical style. It's detailed enough. There's not a lot really to be said about pixel art these days. We all know whether we love it or hate it. I find the animation work in this game to be pretty good, and I do enjoy the game. Grasping Earth, Mag Sphere. I don't have any Earth spells, so let's do that. Another fine work to add to the gallery. Design Arcana allows you to grasp all foes in the area with... Yes. I like that. Oh, wow. That's going to be a great crowd control mechanism. So yeah, there are a ton of Arcana, the spell cards to unlock. And as you see, your gold resets when you're not in a dungeon. So that is dungeon currency only, so spend it wisely when you do have it. Yeah, guys, I could definitely say I would recommend this one. It does have co-op. It's a hell of a lot of fun to play. If you like the look of it, go give it a shot. Let me know what you think in the comments below. And hey, if you liked the video or it was helpful, maybe like, subscribe, and tap that little bell over there so you know when I go live. I've been on Twitch too much, so you know when I put out more videos. And if you really enjoyed it, maybe check out my Patreon. My name has been Dimebot. I'll see you guys next time.